Good afternoon, and welcome to a Blind Builds episode. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and I'm knocking Legos over. Today, I am going to teach you about how to build some storage. Many of you who watch my channel know that I also review G.I. Joe Classified, and a few other things, and occasionally I get 1/12 stuff that I can't just fit on the action figure. So we got a little pile of things here, like we got this bow, this little hand crossbow, from Scarlet. We've got the Techno Grenade from the arcade. We've got a hand. We've got the whip from Crocmaster. We got another hand. Oh, this is the pointy finger from not Gung Ho, Sergeant Slaughter. And we got another hand. We got all sorts of things over here. We've even got some swords in here, another pointy finger. And, well, what are you going to do with all this stuff? If you're like me and your WWE Corvette's trunk is filled to the brim with heads and hands and other accessories, you're running out of space. You're running out of storage. The Hasbro team hasn't really given us many opportunities for storage. But I'm here to help you today. And if you like what you see here, I hope that you hit that like button and you share it with others who also collect in 1/12 scale and need some storage. But they don't want crappy looking storage, like made out of cardboard or something. They want something nice, something sturdy. I mean, after all, these figures are nice. Got to make some nice storage for them. Make it out of plastic, because plastic is easier than steel. And also, we got these things called Legos. So I'm going to teach you how to use Legos to create a really nice storage compartment for this amount of stuff here. And we're gonna get all of this stuff in the same storage compartment. So we're going to remove it for now. I'm going to set it all over here off to the side where it can't roll away or get away from me. And that way, there's some hands. There's the Techno Grenade. Here's one of the knives, gathering things. Here's another pointer finger. The other pointer finger. No, that's a fist. Here's another gathering sword. I don't know how swords are supposed to gather. In my day, to gather things in a Minecraft style game, we punched trees with fists. We didn't need swords in my day. All right. No more accessories. Okay, we're good with the accessories. Now, we're going to start this off with explaining what you're going to need to build this thing. So we've got half assembled things over here. And I've also kind of made a mess. So we're going to... First off, you're going to need 1, 2, and got the other ones over here. Nope, not those. Not that. Here. 3, 4. You're going to need 4 4x4 plates or panels. And you're going to need... Set those off to the side again. Make sure all that is all together. Okay, so you're going to need 12 of these. These are some really unique pieces. These are they have bumps on one side and then bumps on the other. They're like a build on the side style thing. But instead of going up by a 2x2, it's just a 2x1 that has a 90-degree angle and goes to another 2x2. And they're really unique pieces, and I absolutely love them. And I'm not sure exactly what these pieces are called, but they're going to allow you to build the right corners necessary to assemble this box without taking up too much brick space. Because the point here is we don't want the storage container to be massive. So you're going to need 12 of these really interesting pieces, and they're probably going to be the hardest pieces to find in order to build this. Okay, so 12 of those. We're going to get to the tiles in a second. We're going to first talk about more of these plates / panels, and you're going to need 2. No, wait, not 2. You're going to need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to need 3 10x4s. That's 10 studs long by 4 studs deep. That's 3 of them. That's going to be probably one of the harder, next to the 90-degree elbows that have the studs on the inside. They're going to be difficult to find. You're also going to need 1, 2, and let's see, do we need a third one? I think the third one's over here. I've got some things here assembled just to make it go a little easier. 3, and that is it. So you're going to need 3 2x8s, 3 2x8 panel plates. You need those. And then you're going to need, let's see, any more big plates necessary? Yeah, I see. Let's get into the thin plates, the 1x something. So you're going to need two 1x4s, one 1x8, and one 1x6. After you've acquired those items, let's see. Next on the list is you're going to need a single 2x6 plate panel, and then you're going to need two of these clickety ratchet pieces. Now these are trapdoor-like things that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs in length, but one stud is missing because of the clickety joint. So, as you can see by this area here, we've got it right there. Ooh, my bad. Not 6 studs in length, 5 studs in length. My bad. And these are 5 studs in length by 4 studs wide, and they have two pieces. One piece is a 1x4 that has two male clickety ratchet connectors. And then the other piece is a 4x4 that has two female clickety ratchets. And then you connect that together. So you're going to need two of those. And the 1x6 little plate is actually going to connect them together on the back end. So right above where the clickety ratchet is where you're going to put that, just to make sure you keep them together. So we've got that taken care of. We've talked about all the panels. Now we're going to talk about the amount of tiles you're going to need. And we're going to go into the tiles. So you're going to need 8 tiles because I've already pre-assembled these. These are little side panels, and that's 4 of these 2x2 tiles on each of these panels. And then here we go. Here's a bunch of loose ones off to the side. We're just going to gather them up in our hand so I can calculate them correctly because I forgot the exact number of them. Oh, that's the 2x4. You're going to need 5 2x4 panels, I'm pretty sure. And then we got those, and is that it? Is that it? No, that's the 2x4. Oh, that's a 2x2. And all right, so we've got all the 2x2 tiles in my hand. We've got that monstrosity of a thing I made with the 12 elbows. And let's find the pieces that I have also put. So for 2x2s, we've got 8 because of those two. And then we've got 9, 10, 11. No, wait, not those two. 11, 12. And over here, we've got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. And now we got the ones in my hand. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 2x2 tiles. So there we go. And then the 5 2x4 tiles, which I double checked while we were counting 2x2s. Okay, that's all the pieces. So, this is the moment where, you can go back through, you can check on all the pieces and make sure you've got them all. And I'll give you a few moments to double count your pieces, and we'll begin in the assembly. So, how do you build such a crazy apparatus as this? You want to start with we're going to start with this piece because it's the most complex. You need to make sure that you have a lid for your container. So we're going to start with the lid wall, which is what I call the side of the container that the lid is connected to. So first off, what you want to do is get a 1x4, both of your 1x4s, and put them on the very edges of this 4x10. That's 4x10. And then on the bottom of the 4x10, you want to put this 1x8 so that it connects the two 1x4s, making it where you can feel raised up 10 studs in a row, and then on the other side you get one stud up and then a bunch of blank studs and then another stud up. So there you go. Now on the underside of it, you want to put one of those 2x8s and center it in the very center of this plate. And once done, you've got the start of the the wall that will hold the lid. Now, next piece is to connect the clickety joint pieces. So now for this part, you want to connect them just on the edge so that we're grabbing the two trapdoor pieces that I talked about earlier that are still connected with a 1x6 now. And we're going to set these, once they're together, they're 8 studs long, and we're going to set that right there in the edge so that now each side is 10 studs long. And that is how we do. Next up, we are going to take this, that piece, we're going to take this piece, and we've got these two 4x4s. Now these 4x4 panels are each going to connect over one of these connector pieces. So these little bits that come down, the 1x4s that are connected to the trapdoors. So we're just going to connect them across, and we're going to fill in the central area. We don't even need to put any pieces there. It just needs to be filled. There you go. Nice and filled. This is now pretty sturdy. This isn't really going to go anywhere. We've made a good sturdy thing. And if you want to make it sturdier, you can put something in there like a 2x2 or maybe a 2x4 panel or plate as well, and fill in that hollow section. But I was trying to minimize piece count, so that's why I covered it up with those, and it made just as sturdy of a connection. Now we're going to get to the top of it. You're going to take that 4x6, and you're going to connect it to the 2x8 to make a 1x6 that has a little 2x8 connecting off to the sides. We're going to put that 1x6, and we're going to match it up with, not the 1x6, the 4x6 panel, and we're going to match it up with the 1x6 that's on top of the trapdoors so that we make a nice long little connector there. There we go. Make sure that you get all the air bubbles out. And now we've got a really nice lid, but it's not quite finished yet. Now we're going to get into the finishing parts of this. Make sure everything is connected together. We don't want to accidentally, lose anything. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, I forgot about these pieces. So we've got more pieces to talk about, and I totally spaced on. So we're going to use them right here. 1, 2, and where's the rest of them? Okay. There's that. 3. And then, there's the other one. Okay, yep, there's that. All right, 4. And, okay, we're also going to have a 1x4 tile. Nice to know. I forgot about telling you about that. Okay, so we're going to shove all those in the corner so I can count them properly. So first off, the easy part is a single 1x4 tile. I'm just going to drop that back in here so I don't lose it. And then we're going to use 1, 2, 3, and 4 slanted tiles that slant from one panel down to another panel. They're little step-ups, but they're curved and slanted. And there's 4 of them, and we're going to use them. They're 2x4s. Not 2x4s, 2x2s. 2x2s that slant from a higher elevation to a lower elevation. And we're actually going to use these guys right now. I'm going to set those right off there, but we're going to finish talking about these piece counts because I totally forgot about them a minute ago. Let me get the rest of them out here. Come on, you. Here we go. The rest of them are all the same piece. They're all these little bitty sloped pieces, just like the 2x2s, except they're 1x2s, and they slope up or down, depending on your preference, and however you were to look at it. Okay, that's all of them. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of these pieces. They're little 1x1s. They're 1x2s. They go from a lower elevation to a higher elevation, but only a panel's depth worth of elevation there. And that's number 10. So there we go. We set that off to the side. Let's grab our 4 of these 2x2 slanties because these guys can hold more. These guys are stronger, and we're going to use these on the back end of this to make sure that this panel connector doesn't accidentally come undone for whatever reason. So we're going to put one there. We're going to put another one there. And we're just where these 4x4 panels intersect the 4x10. makes it, 4 by 8 by 4 by 10, and then there's that little piece there. We're just filling that in. We're slanting these down, and in the process, we're actually, adding a little more stability to the overall structure of this back wall of your storage crate. There we go. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and use the 1x1s here. We can go ahead and fill in these spots here. So you're going to use 1, 2. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. 2, and 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then 3, 4, and 5. And then on the other side, we're going to copy the same process. We're going to put 5 of these guys down. There we go, number 1. Okay. And almost missed that one. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. So that's 10 in all. And then we got this spot here that where's my 1 by, okay, there it is. Perfect. So this 1 by 4 tile is actually going to go right there in the middle. It's going to connect all that together. But we don't want it there exactly. We actually want it more here at the top, because this top section's pretty sturdy, but this section down here, it's got a 1 by 6. So we're going to make sure that it connects well to this 4 by 6. So next process is to tile up these sections here. We're going to just go ahead and tile them up and get them out of the way. And we've got to use the remaining 2 by 4, and that's going to go right in the back here. Just going to make sure that we connect it very securely. Wait, no, that's not the right side. This is the right side on the back. We're just ensuring that we've made a nice solid connection. So feel with your fingertip, get between those 2 4x4s, and then set this 2 by 4 overlapping both of those at the joint. And now we're left with these empty segments here, and that overlap will ensure better stability. This thing isn't even really going to, at least these panel pieces aren't going to break off. So we're going to use 1 2x2 tile, 2 2x2 tile, 3 2x2 tile, and 4 2x2 tile to go ahead and fill in all of that stuff. And then we're going to use 1 2x2 tile, and 2 2x2 tile, and 3 2x2 tile, and 4 2x2 tile to go ahead and fill in the top section up here where the lid is now. Now we've got all these tiles. Go ahead and make sure they're all mashed down. Okay, and this is actually the most complicated part of this entire assembly. That's done. Isn't that nice? Look at it. Opens and shuts. It's got a nice smooth texture to it. I'm not sure what color these tiles are, but they were out of my mountain and green sections, so I'm hoping that they don't look too outrageous. Okay, we've got a bunch of tiles left, but not actually that many tiles left. Let's see. Tiles? Did I use all of the tiles? Oh, I think I may have. Oh yeah, we've used all the tiles. Now it's time to get into this monstrosity of a creature here that I created. So, we're going to use 12 of these things. We're going to go ahead and get them all separated. We're going to need a few. Okay. So what we're going to do here is where we connected the 2 by 8, we're now going to go around and we're going to make a very fun little thing. So what you want to do is you want to connect these elbows. Remember, we got all these elbows. So we're going to connect the elbows, and we're going to set them up so that they're at a right angle where the studs that are on the underside of it are actually sticking out. And this is going to make it where we can connect panels all over the place. It's going to be really nice. It's going to be really great. So we're going to set these up. Yes. There. And there. And actually, we don't set up 2 on the sides. We only put 1 on each side. And then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 6 overall because there's 1 on the other side. So 4 at the bottom, and then 1 on either side, completing the 2x8 to make the 2x8 into an entire thing. And you should have a little weird feeling structure here. There's a bunch of studs on the side going on, but we're done with this section. And now we're going to take the rest of these guys, and we're going to find our other panel that also has a 2x8 in the center of it. And now we're going to fill it up. Now we don't fill in the top section. We don't need to. I mean, you could put a piece there, but I was trying for least piece count. All right, so there's that. There's 1. I guess you could use less of these anchoring pieces, but I like to use as many as I can to ensure stability, and it's not going to break apart or anything like that. But there should be plenty of room. We've got 3 connected, and then we use the 4th one. There we go. And then we use the 5th one, and finally number 6 to make an overall of 12 plate elbows where the tiles are in the center. I really wish I knew a name for that. Oh, it's such an odd piece. But you get studs, and then you were like to put an entire, so it's a 1x2, and then you put another 1x2 right beside it, but faced away from it. It's really cool. And they're really useful for moments like this, because now we've got both of these sides done. It's now time to assemble our box. So take this bottom panel, which I should explain how to build. It is a 4x10, and then you're going to just put 1, 2, and then 3, 4 tiles on it that are 2x2, and then 2 2x4 tiles, and go ahead and put some 1x1 studs, and you can just design this whatever you want. This is going to be the bottom, but I wanted to make it smooth and shiny as well. And because of the way we're doing this side-by-side construction, you're actually going to have these tiles facing down, and that's why I did this. So you're going to build that, and then you're going to take it and you're going to put it on the bottom layer of the 4 of those elbows. There we go. And now we're going to do the same for this side. We're going to find the back of this thing, the hinge side, and we're also going to put it, even it out. Okay, make sure it's perfect. There we go. And use your thumbs, forefingers to make sure that connection is strong and sturdy. All right, now we come around here to the side, and we're going to attach the sides. So these side panels that I made earlier, I'm just going to go ahead and sit on top of all that, and we're just going to kind of set them up so they should connect. There it is. And on this other side, grab that panel before it gets away from me. I'm going to set it up over here too. Just move it around a bit until it connects. Try not to make sure that you don't accidentally break off these elbows. Then you're going to have to put them back. All right. So what you end up doing is getting a little bit of a lip on either side, but that's okay, because now when the top shuts, it's going to smooth up with the sides over there on either side, and you're going to have a nice sturdy thing. But it's going to have a neat little texture because of the curved pieces used. If you don't want those curved pieces, it's a simple fix to use a 1x4 and a 1x1 on each side, and then use just 2x2 tiles to cover all those bits up, except for a 1x2 or something like that. Figure it out. They're Legos. You can take my design here and take it however you want. Now we can open it up. We got this gathering thing from Yall. We got that gathering song. All right, we got this whip from Crocmaster. We're just gonna go ahead and shove the whip in there. All right, we got this hook from Crocmaster. Then go ahead and put it in there. We got this fist from Yall. All right, we got the Techno Grenade. We got this hand crossbow from Scarlet, from the movie Scarlet. That horrible, horrible action figure. We also have a little pistol from my TIE Fighter pilot. We also have another one of Meowskull's gathering tools. We have a Meowskull's fist. We have a pointing finger from Sergeant Slaughter, and the other pointing finger is trying to get away from me. There it is. Okay, and we also have this pointing finger from Sergeant Slaughter. We put that in there too. And there we go. Make sure you shake them all down. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all them pieces I just put in there. And there's still room. We still have plenty of room. Now, sadly, we got some things here to showcase to make to showcase some of the negatives on the sizing I used, but you can always use Legos to upsize it. It will hold this gun, the grappling gun, from the Viper, the Alley Viper, and the little grappling hook. You can put it in there too. This gun from Alley Viper as well, but that's going to be it. The submachine gun from Alley Viper and the ammo clip could just both be put in here, and just make sure you get them all leveled out, move stuff around, and there you shut the door. Look at that! Look at that! It ain't going anywhere. It's solid. There you go. That's how you can keep more accessories. If you got some Legos, or go to Brick Bank and purchase the Legos necessary to do this little project. And let me know in the comments if you want me to do that, and then just kind of sell y'all little baggies filled with the this project. It's a simple, easy task to build, and it doesn't take many pieces at all. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time. Bye bye for now.